Jealousy is a quiet destroyer. It does not always show itself in obvious ways. It may come in the form of small, passive-aggressive comments. "Oh, must be nice to have everything work out for you." It may come in the form of comparison. I was actually thinking about doing that too, but I guess you beat me to it. It may even come in the form of subtle discouragement. "Are you sure you're ready for that? I mean, it's a big step." They mask it well, but the truth is there. They are not truly happy for you because in their heart, your success feels like their failure. A jealous friend does not want you to surpass them. They do not want to see you move ahead while they feel stuck. They may never say it outright, but their actions will show it. When you struggle, they are there, offering support, being the shoulder you lean on. But when you succeed, when you rise, when you step into something greater, their energy shifts. They become distant. They no longer reach out as much. They seem uninterested in your victories because deep down your progress reminds them of their own stagnation. Your blessings make them question why they are not as blessed. The most dangerous thing about a jealous friend is that they often do not even realize they are jealous. They do not wake up in the morning thinking, "I'm going to resent my friend today." But little by little, the feeling grows. They see you thriving, and instead of being inspired, they feel inadequate. They see you shining, and instead of celebrating, they feel overshadowed. It is not that they hate you. It is that they are battling something within themselves. They do not understand that your success does not take anything away from them. They do not realize that there is room for both of you to win. Over time, jealousy turns into competition. The jealous friend begins to subtly compete with you. If you get a new job, they suddenly start talking about their own career moves. If you get a new car, they start looking for ways to one-up you. If you are recognized for something, they try to downplay it or shift the attention to themselves. And if they cannot outshine you, they will try to find flaws in your success. "Yeah, but they got lucky. Yeah, but it won't last. Yeah, but they're not even that good." They cannot celebrate you. So instead, they find ways to make your achievements seem smaller. And sometimes the jealous friend will even try to hold you back. They may give you advice that discourages you instead of helping you move forward. They may try to make you doubt yourself, not because they truly believe you are incapable, but because they fear what will happen if you rise too high. They fear being left behind. They fear losing their place in your life. It is painful to realize that someone you care about struggles with jealousy toward you. It is painful to see someone you once trusted begin to resent you, not because of anything you did wrong, but simply because you are growing. But the truth is, you cannot shrink yourself to make someone else comfortable. You cannot dim your light to keep someone else from feeling insecure. You were never meant to stay small just to fit into someone else's comfort zone. If your growth pushes them away, then they were never truly for you in the first place. There is a kind of friend who seems kind, who seems supportive, who seems to care, but over time you begin to notice something. The friendship always revolves around them, their needs, their problems, their desires, their victories. They are always at the center, and you are expected to adjust, to accommodate, to be available whenever they call. At first you may not think much of it. After all, friendships go through seasons where one person may need more than the other. But with this kind of friend, it is never just a season. It is a pattern, a way of life. They take and take. But when the time comes for them to give, they are nowhere to be found. A selfish friend will always expect you to listen. They will pour out their struggles, their frustrations, their dreams, and their fears. And you listen because that is what a friend does. You care, you support, you encourage. But when you need that same level of support, suddenly they are too busy. Suddenly they are distracted. They don't have the time or the energy to sit with you through your difficulties. They change the subject, minimize your problems, or simply disappear until their next need arises. It may start small. Maybe they always choose where to eat, what to do, how to spend time together. Maybe they make plans that suit their schedule without considering yours. Maybe they expect favors but rarely offer any in return. And you tell yourself it's just the way they are, that they don't mean any harm, that they are just a little unaware. But deep down, you feel the weight of it. You feel the imbalance. You feel like you are giving more than you are receiving, but you keep going because you don't want to seem selfish yourself. The truth is, a selfish friend does not see you as an equal. They see you as someone who exists to make their life easier, better, or more convenient. When they need advice, they call you. When they need encouragement, they turn to you. When they need a favor, they assume you will say yes. And you do because you care, because you are a good friend, because you believe in loyalty. But over time, you start to wonder, if you stopped giving, would the friendship even exist? If you stopped reaching out, would they check in? If you stopped helping, would they still keep you in their life? A selfish friend will often disguise their behavior as normal friendship. They will say things like, well, I just have a lot going on, as if you don't. They will say, I really need you right now, but they never seem to be there when you need them. They will make you feel guilty if you ever set a boundary, if you ever say no, if you ever ask for something in return, because to them, friendship is not about mutual care, it is about what they can receive. Sometimes, a selfish friend will even try to make it seem as if they are giving, as if they are making an effort. But their giving is often performative, done in a way that still benefits them. They may do something nice, but only when others are watching. They may offer to help, but only when it is convenient for them. They may say they care, but their actions rarely prove it. The hardest part about dealing with a selfish friend is realizing that no matter how much you give, it will never be enough. No matter how much you pour into them, they will always want more. No matter how much you show up for them, they will never truly appreciate it the way they should. And the more you try to earn their friendship, the more exhausted you will become. It is painful to recognize that someone you have invested in does not truly invest in you. It is painful to see that someone you have always been there for does not see the need to be there for you. But the truth is, real friendship is about more than just taking. It is about giving, about supporting, about being there for each other. Not just when it is easy, not just when it is convenient, but always. A friend who only knows how to receive will eventually drain you, leaving you empty, wondering why you ever thought they truly cared in the first place. There is a kind of friend who appears trustworthy, kind, and supportive. They know the right words to say, the right way to act, and the perfect way to make you feel safe in their presence. They come across as loyal, dependable, and sincere, but beneath the surface, something else is at work. Their friendship is not built on honesty, but on deception. They are not truly for you, they are for themselves. And while they may appear as a friend, their intentions are anything but pure. A deceptive friend is dangerous because they do not reveal their true nature right away. They do not come into your life showing signs of betrayal. Instead, they build trust. They create connection. They make you believe that they are someone you can rely on. They listen to your secrets. They stand with you in difficult times. And they make you feel like you have found a rare kind of friendship. But slowly, without you even realizing it, they begin to manipulate, to twist, to use what they know for their own advantage. This kind of friend does not lie in obvious ways. Their deception is subtle, hidden beneath flattery, behind kind words, and under the illusion of loyalty. They will tell you what you want to hear, not because they truly mean it, but because it benefits them. They will act like they are on your side, but in the right moment, they will betray your trust. Maybe they speak well of you in your presence, but tear you down behind your back. Maybe they pretend to support your dreams, but in secret, they hope you fail. Maybe they say they want the best for you, but their actions show otherwise. A deceptive friend is not just someone who lies outright. Sometimes their deception comes in the form of half-truths, of carefully chosen words that hide their real motives. They may exaggerate details to make themselves look better. They may twist conversations to make you doubt yourself. They may tell one version of a story to you and a different version to someone else. They shape the truth in a way that serves them, never considering how it might harm you. And the most dangerous thing about this kind of friend is that for a time you may not even realize what they are doing. You may trust them with your thoughts, your plans, your struggles, believing that they genuinely care, only to find out later that they have used what you shared for their own benefit. They may take your words and twist them. They may act like they are defending you in one moment, but speaking against you in the next. They may act like they are bringing peace, but instead create division, causing confusion and broken relationships. Sometimes a deceptive friend will make you feel like you are the problem. They will play the victim, turning the situation in their favor, making you second-guess yourself. They will never take responsibility for the damage they cause. Instead, they will shift the blame, making it seem as if you misunderstood, as if you are overreacting, as if you are the one at fault. They are skilled at making excuses, at covering their tracks, at keeping their true intentions hidden. The hardest part of dealing with a deceptive friend is the sense of betrayal that comes when you finally see them for who they truly are. It is not just the lies that hurt, but the realization that someone you trusted never had your best interests at heart. That someone you confided in was never truly on your side. That someone who claimed to be your friend was only using you for their own benefit. A deceptive friend will leave you questioning yourself, questioning your judgment, questioning if you can trust anyone again. And that is the most painful part of all. Not just losing a friendship, but losing the belief that the friendship was ever real in the first place. They make you doubt your own ability to recognize sincerity. They make you hesitate before trusting others. And if you are not careful, they can leave a wound so deep that it keeps you from embracing the real, genuine friendships that are still waiting for you. It is not always easy to recognize a deceptive friend. They are skilled at wearing masks, at hiding their motives, at keeping up the act for as long as necessary, but in time their actions will reveal the truth. No matter how carefully they weave their web of deception, the truth always comes to light. And when it does, you are left with a choice: to continue entertaining a friendship built on lies, or to walk away and make space for the kind of friendship that is honest, real, and truly worthy of your trust. May God bless you with true friendships, wisdom to recognize the false ones, and the strength to walk in love and truth. Amen. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to talk to you today about something that affects all of us: friendship. We all long for true friends, people who will stand by us through the trials of life. But the reality is, not everyone who smiles in your face is truly on your side. Not everyone who calls you friend has your best interests at heart. There are people in this life who will walk with you for a time, who will laugh with you, celebrate with you, and make you feel like you have found a friend for life. They will be there when the sun is shining, when the road is smooth, and when everything in your world is going just right. But when the storm clouds roll in, when the trials of life press down on you, when you are at your lowest, they will disappear. These are the fair weather friends, the ones who stay as long as it benefits them, but vanish when their presence is truly needed. At first, they seem genuine. They may be the ones who enjoy your success, who stand by your side when you have something to offer. They speak well of you when there is something to gain, when your name is being praised, when the crowd is applauding. They love being associated with you when things are good because it makes them feel good. Perhaps they enjoy your influence, your resources, or simply the joy of being part of something that looks successful. But the moment hardship comes knocking, their true nature is revealed. You will know them when the struggles of life come. Maybe you lose your job and suddenly they stop answering your calls. Maybe you face a personal crisis and they don't check in on you. Maybe you are going through a dark time and the ones who are always around in times of joy are nowhere to be found. Their excuses pile up. Their concern fades. And before long you realize they were never really your friends. They were just there for the good times, the easy times, the times when friendship didn't cost them anything. A true friend walks with you in the valleys, not just on the mountaintops. A true friend doesn't disappear when the storms of life rage. They don't turn away when you are struggling. They don't abandon you when you are in pain. A true friend sits with you in your suffering, stands by you in your weakness, and holds you up when you feel like you can't go on. But a fair weather friend, they are gone at the first sign of trouble. They don't want to be burdened by your problems. They don't want to stand by you when there's nothing in it for them. They don't want to be associated with you when you're not at your best. There is something deeply painful about realizing that someone you thought was a friend was only there for convenience. It can leave you feeling betrayed, questioning yourself, wondering if you ever truly had real friends at all. But take heart, because this is not something new. This is not something unique to you. People have faced fair weather friends throughout history. Even Jesus himself experienced this. When he performed miracles, when the crowds gathered to hear him speak, many called him teacher, friend, even Lord. But when he was arrested, when he was falsely accused, when the cross stood before him, where were they? Where were the crowds that once cheered his name? Where were the people who once said they would follow him anywhere? They fled, they turned away, they denied even knowing him. This is the nature of a fair weather friend. They will walk with you only as long as it is easy, only as long as it costs them nothing, but the moment true loyalty is required, they vanish. The moment standing by your side comes at a price, they are gone. They were never there for you. They were there for themselves. But here's the truth. You don't need fair weather friends. You don't need people who will only love you when it is easy. You don't need people who will only stand by you when there is something in it for them. You need friends who will walk with you through the fire, who will lift you up when you are weak, who will fight for you in prayer when you don't have the strength to pray for yourself. You need people who will love you not for what you have, but for who you are. And more than anything, you need to remember that even if every fair weather friend walks away, you are never alone. There is one who will never leave you nor forsake you, one who will stand by you in every season, in every storm, in every trial, a friend who is closer than a brother, and in him you will always find the truest, most faithful friend of all. There are people who come into your life with a smile on their face and a whisper on their lips. They seem warm, friendly, and eager to connect, but their words carry a different weight. At first, it may seem harmless. Small comments here and there about other people. Little stories about what this person said or what that person did. They always have something to share, always have a new revelation, and always know the latest news about everyone. It feels exciting at first, being led into what seems like a secret world. But over time, you begin to notice a pattern. This person never speaks about themselves in the same way they speak about others. They rarely share their own struggles, rarely open up about their own weaknesses, but they always have a story about someone else's failure. They seem to thrive on knowing things no one else knows, on being the first to deliver a piece of information, on being the one who just thought you should know. And if you're not careful, you find yourself caught up in it, listening, nodding, engaging, even adding your own thoughts. But there is something you must understand about a person who gossips. If they will talk about others to you, they will talk about you to others. The same voice that whispers in your ear today will whisper about you tomorrow. The same person who confides in you will take your words and share them with someone else. You may think you are different, that you are special, that they trust you more than anyone else. But sooner or later you will find that your words, your struggles, your mistakes have been passed along just like all the others. The gossiping friend is not a true friend. They do not build, they tear down. They do not protect, they expose. They do not seek the good of others. They seek attention, control, and a false sense of importance. They enjoy stirring the pot, creating division, and watching people react to the things they say. They may not even realize the damage they cause, but their words act like poison, seeping into relationships, planting seeds of doubt, and breaking trust. At first, it may not seem obvious. Gossip often wears a disguise. It can come in the form of concern. I'm just worried about her, and I thought you should know. It can come in the form of humor. Oh, don't take it so seriously, we're just having fun. It can even come in the form of spirituality. We need to pray for him because I heard. But no matter how it is dressed up, it is the same thing. It is speaking about someone in a way that does not honor them, in a way that they would not appreciate if they were present. And make no mistake, words have power. They can build someone up or they can destroy them. They can bring healing or they can bring pain. A gossiping friend uses their words like a weapon, often without even realizing it. They may not see the damage they cause, but one by one, relationships fall apart because of the seeds they sow. Marriages are strained, friendships are broken, reputations are ruined, and trust is lost. All because of careless words spoken in secret. There is a danger in keeping company with such a person. It is not just that they will eventually betray your confidence. It is not just that they will spread your private struggles for others to hear. The greater danger is that if you spend enough time with them, you will become like them. You will start to see others the way they do. You will start to enjoy the secrets, the whispers, the feeling of being. You will justify it, excuse it, pretend it is harmless, but slowly, without even realizing it, you will become someone who tears others down instead of lifting them up. If you have someone like this in your life, pay attention. Watch how they speak about others. Listen to the way they share details that are not theirs to share. And ask yourself, what happens when you are not around? What happens when they are with someone else? Do you really believe they keep your name out of their mouth? Do you really think they draw the line when it comes to you? A person who spreads gossip may seem harmless at first. They may seem entertaining, insightful, or even caring, but in the end they bring nothing but destruction. They leave behind broken relationships, wounded hearts, and shattered trust. And if you are not careful, you will find yourself caught in the same cycle, wondering how you became part of the very thing you once stood against. There is a kind of friend who stands beside you, but not in the way you think. They walk with you, laugh with you, and celebrate your victories, but deep inside they are not happy for you. They may smile when you succeed, but there is something beneath the surface, something unsettled, something uneasy. This is the jealous friend, the one who claps for you, but not too loudly, the one who supports you, but only up to a certain point, the one who seems happy for you, but inside they wish it was them instead. At first it may not be obvious. They may even appear to be one of your closest friends, standing by your side, cheering you on, listening to your dreams. But over time, you begin to notice little things. When you achieve something, their congratulations feel forced. When you share good news, their excitement lasts only for a moment before they find a way to change the subject. They never truly celebrate your success because in their heart, they believe it should have been theirs.